The Philippines is a lively and diverse country in Southeast Asia. It is full of vibrant and diverse culture and is full of life. But beneath its beauty and energy lies a series of pressing challenges. Hello everyone, welcome back for another brand new controversy video, where today we will be discussing the top 5 issues here in the Philippines in 2024. While there has been progress in some areas, the country still struggles with important problems that affect the lives of Filipinos. Rising prices, poverty, corruption, and issues with the government are some of the biggest concerns. Number 5. Human rights concerns. The Philippine government faces scrutiny over human rights issues, particularly related to extrajudicial killings, treatment of journalists, and the protection of civil liberties. Advocacy groups continue to call for reforms in law enforcement and justice systems. According to human rights organization, over 6,000 suspected extrajudicial killings have been linked to the Philippine governments. To address human rights issues in the Philippines, the government should prioritize reforms in law enforcement and justice system. This includes ensuring accountability for abuses such as extrajudicial killings through transparent investigations and fair trials. Protecting journalists and civil liberties requires stronger legal safeguards and the promotion of freedom of expression. The government should also collaborate with human rights groups to create policies that respect and protect human rights, while addressing social issues like poverty and inequality that contribute to unrest. Number 4. Environmental degradation and climate change. The Philippines is highly vulnerable to natural disasters like typhoon and flooding, which are worsening due to climate change. Deforestation, plastic pollution, and mining also contribute to environmental degradation. The Philippines is hit by an average of 20 typhoons each year, with 5 being destructive, making it one of the most climate vulnerable countries in the world. To address environmental issues in the Philippines, the government should enforce stricter regulations on deforestation, mining, and plastic pollution, while promoting reforestation and sustainable practices. Investing in renewable energy and climate-resilient infrastructure can help mitigate the impacts of climate change. Public awareness campaigns and community involvement in conservation efforts are also essential. Additionally, improving disaster preparedness through better planning and early warning systems will reduce the damage from natural disasters. Number 3. Healthcare system strain. The healthcare system is under pressure due to an increase in demand post-pandemic, with insufficient medical personnel, outdated facilities, and inequitable access to healthcare across different regions. To improve the healthcare systems in the Philippines, the government should invest in training and hiring more medical personnel, upgrade healthcare facilities, and ensure equitable access to services across all regions, especially in rural areas. Expanding healthcare funding, offering better incentives to healthcare workers, and promoting the use of modern technology for telemedicine can help meet the growing demand. Strengthening primary healthcare services and implementing health education programs will also improve overall public health and reduce pressure in hospitals. Number 2. Unemployment and underemployment. Although there has been some recovery from pandemic-related job losses, underemployment remains high, especially in rural areas where job opportunities are limited. The rise of automation and shifts in labor markets add to these challenges. As of 2024, the unemployment rate is around 5%, but underemployment remains high at nearly 15%, especially in rural areas where jobs are scarce or low paying. To address unemployment and underemployment in the Philippines, The government should focus on creating more job opportunities, especially in rural areas, by promoting investments in agriculture, manufacturing, and sustainable industries. Supporting small businesses and entrepreneurship can help stimulate local economies. Additionally, developing infrastructure in rural areas and improving access to markets can create more stable employment opportunities and reduce underemployment. Number 1. Poverty and income inequality. Despite economic growth in recent years, the gap between rich and poor remains significant. Many Filipinos continue to live below the poverty line, with rural areas particularly affected by inadequate access to resources and opportunities. To reduce poverty and income inequality in the Philippines, the government should focus on inclusive economic growth by improving access to education, healthcare, and social services, particularly in rural areas. Investing in infrastructures like roads, electricity, and internet access can help connect rural communities to more opportunities. Supporting small businesses, agricultural development, and social protection programs like cash transfers can lift people out of poverty. Implementing fairer tax policies and creating more jobs through sustainable industries will also help bridge the gap between poor and rich.